Okay, here's Harvest map playing without Fraps running on record and 60 frames per second. Looking at CPU, disk, network, and memory in the right hand corner of Vista monitor. Just gonna run around a bit on the map. Now switching on Fraps record, frame rate drops to 31. See a spike in the disk at 100 kp a second, and that spike dropping down. Frame rate's 32. No memory faults, 39% physical memory used. CPU is at 100%. Sorry, disk is at 100%. CPU is at 99%. That doesn't seem to change. CPU's 51%. Disk 66, 58 megabytes. Network is 0% network utilization. I don't know if that's my local network. 68 to 80 kilobytes per second. Now let's see. Turning Fraps off. Back up to 60 frames per second. And with Fraps turning off, you can see the CPU, disk, and network. Network changes a little bit, but not much. I don't think network's related to this at all. CPU's down to 25%, disk 0, network 66, 0 hard faults, and 39% physical memory. So if the bottleneck is the CPU stays at 99% whether I have Fraps on or off. So that could be well, I don't know. Disk 40, Fraps is on, Fraps is off, disk drops down to 0, physical memory at 39% with Fraps off, physical memory 40%. So the biggest change that's occurring between Fraps being on and Fraps being off is the disk megabytes per second. I guess that's transfer rate. No idea. With Fraps recording, runs around 50 megabytes a second on the disk. When Fraps turns off, it drops down within moments to 0 megabytes per second. So something to do with transfer rate or writing to the disk. CPU is at 26 Fraps off. CPU goes from 26 to 47%, 48% when Fraps goes on. So CPU jumps up not quite 50%, probably 40%, from 26 to 47%. At 99% maximum frequency, I'm overclocked at 4 gigahertz on a iCore 930. And what we're looking at now, as those numbers, those green lines scroll across, is I'm standing still, 30 frames per second, Fraps recording, 44%, 47% CPU usage, 36 megabytes a second writing to disk, 83 kilobytes per second on the network, negligible hard drive faults, 39% physical memory used, and that's it. See what you guys have to say about that.